Are you able to surrender and let go when you're in the midst of a crisis or a problem? If so, that's called acceptance-based coping. And this video actually looks at some of the elements of acceptance-based coping and what it means to actually surrender and let go. And it complements the other two videos that are in this series on resilience, how you can learn the skills of resilience to be adaptable, bounce back, and be positive in the face of crisis and challenge. Hi, I'm Dr. Tracy Swift, and welcome to Women Over 50 Reclaim Your Mojo, a lifestyle channel devoted to bringing you the happiness advantage based on the science of happiness and positive psychology. If you're new here, then click subscribe, click the bell, and you'll be alerted every time there's a new video, and they will all relate to you. If you're a regular, welcome back. What does it mean to surrender? What comes to your mind when you think of the word surrender? You might think it's about giving up or losing hope, but actually that is very far from the truth. Surrendering in this context is about giving up the unproductive efforts of worry and micromanagement. How do you determine what's in control and what's not? Well, one very simple way is to take out a piece of paper and write a couple of columns at the top saying, under my control, not under my control, and then you can figure out what to do about them. So it really is a case of focusing just on what you can control, the things that you can do something about, and working on those, and then allowing the rest to take their course. And researchers know that it's very good for our mental health and our psychological state of well-being not to try and control too many things. So when we surrender and we accept the situation that we have, the things that we can't control, and just focus on what we're doing, then we can let go of all the negativity and the worry. One very helpful way of being able to surrender and let go is about becoming mindfully aware of your breathing. I'm going to post a link down below to a fabulous infographic produced by Breathe Me in Australia that helps you to think about the shape of your breathing. So a square breath, for example, has an inhale for a count of 4, a hold for a count of 4, an exhale for a count of 4, and a hold for a count of 4. And so you can see that that would give you a square breath. A round breath is one where you're just breathing in and out, and a triangle breath is one where you're breathing in, exhaling, and holding. And it's just a very, very cool way about becoming mindful of the breath, because often when meditators or swamis talk about focusing on the breath, it can be hard to think or to imagine your breath. And I find this particular infographic very, very helpful in giving those shapes, because then I can conceive of how my breath is actually contributing to my state of well-being. But certainly that square breath, which is the interrupt by the holds, will enable you to be able to calm down and to be able to physically push away some of the things that may be concerning you or that you're trying to over-focus on that are not being helpful or helping you to be resourceful during whichever crisis you're facing. Another very practical way of surrendering and letting go is to stay present in the moment. Now, you may have heard about that, and it may be that when you're overwhelmed by a crisis or a situation that is ongoing, that you find it very difficult to actually stay present in the moment. So why not try and stay present in the day? That means that you don't necessarily have to be busy all the time, but it does mean that whatever you're doing, that you're doing with a sense of purpose, and that you can stay present, mindfully focused on that activity. And that will help you then to think about the actual moment, the sensations that you're feeling. So it may be, for example, that you're just curled up in bed in the morning and wham, all the pressure of the circumstance that you're facing seems to descend on you. But in order to stay present, to surrender and let go, you might actually start to think about, what can I feel at this moment? The sheets on my skin, am I safe? Am I warm? There are no predators. In this very moment, I'm okay. And that will help you to acceptance-based coping. It will help you to surrender and let go of some of the things that you can't control anyway. It will give you a sense of peace and calm. Yet another way to build acceptance-based coping into your resilience skills toolbox is to meditate. And there are hundreds of guided meditations. If you're not already a practice meditator, there are hundreds of guided meditations on YouTube and on Spotify that can help to guide you into a place where you detach from the little chatter that's going on in your head and that little voice that keeps on trying to overthink and micromanage things. Well, I'll suggest one in the comments below. One that I use myself that I think is absolutely fantastic is over on Jess Shepherd's Rising Higher Meditation channel, and there is a specific meditation there for detaching from thinking, which is extremely good, and that will help you. I sincerely hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please click like. If you would like to join my Women with Mojo membership club, I'll put the link down below. So I look forward to seeing you again next week with another video that will not only enable you to survive, but to thrive in every aspect of your life.